Howdy, good morning. So I planned on doing this video a little differently today. Planned on a few things differently today, but I woke up and the weather is very windy. I don't know if you can hear it or not. It's very windy. It's supposed to be wet, but right now all I know is it's very windy. It's rocking the truck. So I said that I'll change my plans for the video and it'll be done back here. So I want to give you everybody an update. First off, I want to thank all of you subscribers. I am now at over 200 subscribers, and that's just amazing. It's. I hoped to be growing the channel pretty regularly until I can get it to where I can monetize it, but I didn't have any realistic expectations. But now I'm at 200 subscribers, and that's just awesome. It makes me feel really great. I appreciate it. I appreciate all your comments. Uh, Even the trolls, because the trolls put their comments on there and other people rebuttal them, and that just moves me up to where I get more views and get more notice on YouTube. So keep on trolling. Next, I'd like to thank David. I'm not going to use his last name. I haven't asked him if it was okay or not, but he sent us some seeds, which was really cool. Not really sure what to do with the artichoke seed you sent yet, David. It's still snowing up there, so they can't be planted. But they do look like they need to get something done with them really soon, so we're going to try to figure that out upcoming. We just had some more snow, was it yesterday or the day before? So it's still, no, it's not planting season there yet. I'm hoping to be able to go home for planting season and plant the garden myself. Unfortunately, events this last week have slowed down our plans. I was planning on being back home by next weekend, on weekends or every other weekend at least, and then start making my videos from the property again, showing you the progress as we were going again. We do need to get the goat pen up this month, but I will not be able to go there and do it myself. I'm going to have to send Sylvia the money to go and get what we need and then tell her how to do it, how to proceed with that, and get it done herself. Um, I've had, some issues with my truck, and that's what's been preventing me from going home on weekends. So we took it in to the shop here last week. Sylvia and the kids came down, and we got hotel rooms and took the truck in the shop to get the transmission done. Now, they said the other transmission that I'd bought for it was used. They said they opened the bottom up, looked at it, checked it all out, said it looked good, didn't look like anything was bad with it, so it could be installed. So I'm like, great, this will save me some money. They installed it. I don't really think they did much in the way of test driving it, because it's worse than the transmission I had in there. Now, they did tell me that the noise that was being made that we thought was the transmission is actually the transfer case. So that was a bit of bad news before they finished the installation of the transmission. Now, my truck, as we were driving it back, I cannot take it out of second gear. It will go into first gear and second gear. It will not go into third gear or drive. So my max speed limit is about 40 miles an hour. That's it. It took us quite a bit to get back. I was running it at about 45 miles an hour on the freeway, 3,000 RPMs to get it back to Bernalillo. And it was about a 20-mile drive from the the shop that did the transmission. So we're kind of back to square one. There is some potential good news coming. I'll find out, next week. I'll have more details. So in my next video, hopefully I'll have a much better update. I'm not going to say anything now. We'll just let it happen. As I was referring back to the goats, the couple that we had bought them from is planning on going on a trip at the 1st of April, so we have to get this enclosure built so we can get the goats home. And like I said, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to be there to do it as I'd planned on. We'd had this planned out, been saving money for a while to get this transmission done. And now, like I said, she will have to do that herself. Hopefully, I can convince her to make some video of it and send it so that way I can put that the building of it up on here, but we'll see. I'd planned on filming it, but now I don't know if she's gonna be wanting to do that or not. I also want to give a shout out to the company I work for out here. They've been really great through this whole thing. I don't know. I haven't worked for a company with people this good for quite a long while. They're definitely a good place. As much as I do not like New Mexico, I have to say that this is a great company. Obviously, I'm not staying here for forever. It's not my goal. My goal is to be able to be self-employed, to get my own mobile welding business set up out there and going. I know a lot of residents there have seemed very happy about the prospect of having somebody out there that can do welding and metalwork for the area. There's nobody for miles and miles and miles. I think the closest might be in Gallup or maybe Show Low. And depending on where you're at in the county, that's, 60, 70, 80, 90 miles for someone to come and do that. And they're, of course, going to charge you for all their drive time as well. So it's a pretty big deal. So I think that'd be something, a little side business. And then, of course, I want to make my metal and wood furniture out there. The oldest and I have talked about, I've been wanting to roast my own coffee and try to sell it for years. So we've discussed we're going to do that together and, try to make some beef jerky. Along with, just little side things to try to make money on different little income streams, basically. And of course, eventually, I'm really hoping to get my YouTube channel monetized and have that as a source of income stream as well. But that is our goal, is to be self-sufficient, making our own sources of income, and then I can be home all the time, 24/7, working on building our property more and more. Even if it's little by little, it's still progress. It's still moving forward, and that's what we want. We have discussed different options for another house for us. The camper, of course, is out there, and that was what the original plan was for us. And then the kids of course, would have the other house to themselves. But we were looking at another Weather King like we have out there now. And then she brought up something about shipping containers, and I completely spaced off shipping containers. This Weather King comes looking really pretty on the outside, but the inside is completely bare. You've got to do any wiring, wall, floor, ceiling, everything, insulation, and yourself. And she'd mentioned shipping containers, which like I just said, I'd completely forgotten about them. So now I'm leaning more in that direction because I can get two 40-foot shipping containers for the price of this one Weather King, if not for considerably less. Shipping container prices are apparently dropping now, so if that's the case, I mean that would give us two of them, would give us over 600 square feet, and I mean they're metal. I'm a welder fabricator, so it's really not a stretch for me to be able to work on those and remodel those. You know, cutting metal and welding it is what I do every day. So it's it wouldn't really be much of a change, except it'd be for myself. So um, I'm thinking that would be a better route. We'll see. We'll see when we get closer. Start getting the money put back for that. Right now, that's the least. That's one of the last things on the list. We got too many other things we got to take care of first. Some are personal stuff. I want better equipment for doing the YouTube channel. I want to get more into photography. I want to get the welder and everything I need to generate for mobile welding and get that all taken care of. Get the equipment we need for all the little income streams that we'd like to have. And of course, I need some of that equipment if I'm going to have the uh, storage containers anyhow. But that's what we're looking at right now for the future. As far as excuse me, as far as any more animals go, we do want chickens, uh, ducks, and geese. I don't know where to get geese yet, but I do know, you can get baby chicks and ducks at like Tractor Supply. And of course, there's always people who have some that they want to get rid of. I know there will be some people out there say, no, you don't want geese because they're this or they're that. Well, I do want geese. For one, they lay larger eggs. And for two, I like to eat them. They taste good, so I want them. That's all I can say about that. I'd also eventually like to have some alpacas. My buddy asked me, what can you do with them? You don't eat them. I'm like, no, but their wool is very highly sought after, and they're just really neat, friendly farm animals. So I'd like to have some. I think they'd be really neat. I've always liked them, so that's on the list. I had planned on sending her home from her visit with some trees to begin our orchard, but because of the way the events played out, that did not happen. I'm hoping to maybe bring some. Maybe they're still for sale when I can make it home and bring them with me. But right now, that completely was a huge waste of time and expense with this transmission, and it really has set us back. So that's a shame. That's where we're at as far as that goes. But Sylvia's positive still, and that's all that really matters. As long as her and the kids are happy and they're positive, then I'll keep plugging away out here doing what I can do to send them money and get things built up for us there, and eventually we'll get it done. We'll get back home, and I'll get more off-grid videos instead of me just sitting here telling you what's going on in the truck. I know most of you subscribed because it's about my homestead and off-grid, but right now it's really about what I have to do to obtain those goals and living basically the van life to do that. But I do want to thank you all again. Uh, this very bright hat I got on. I should explain this. This was a gift for Christmas. Um, Someone local in town made it by hand. I don't know if they're a subscriber, but if they are, I'm wearing your hat. Thank you very much. It's pretty warm and it's really soft. I like it. So thank you. I do appreciate that. Uh, we appreciate all the gifts that people have given us. It's definitely been restoring my faith in people and in American people in general. Living out there now and around that community, the people out there are they're I can't say enough about them. They're just really great. We all have our quirks, of course, but they really come together as a community. They're really helpful. It's really what the America that I grew up in, the way it was when I was growing up. The community out there, it's nice. And I don't know. Can you guys hear that? I don't know if you can hear it or if you can even see the truck is rocking. That wind is just really kicking up. I got a whole bunch of food I brought back. They gave us a employee appreciation day at work, and there's a bunch of food left over, and the HR was like, go ahead and take what you want because it's gonna get thrown away otherwise. So just take what you want. So I took a whole bunch of food. Oh my god, I got how big gallon bags are. Ziploc bags. I got 1 gallon Ziploc bag. It was filled with smoked brisket. Another one was a spicy smoked sausage. I got a gallon bag of each of those. It's definitely a lot more meat than what I didn't think about at the time. I'm going to be eating on this for the rest of the week, I think. I'm going to put ice in my cooler and keep it in there, and it's just going to be my food for the rest of the week. There was a lot of meat. Yesterday, I had for breakfast / lunch, I had a big plate full of it. And then I had to have a little nap afterwards. And a little bit later, I had it for dinner. I had to have another little nap after that. It just got belly full of meat, and that was it. But they had that. They had um, Red Lobster. They had that catered to us. And then they also had Red Lobster they'd brought in for people that were observing Lent. So I took some of that with as well. And that's what I ate first off. Get the fish and everything, seafood gone. Then they had piñatas filled with candy. I did not take any candy. I have plenty of candy and sweets in here, so I didn't bother getting any candy. But they do things like that for us, and it was really cool. There's some other things that they've done that I might talk about in the future, but they're again they're a great company. Um, I wish they were closer to home. If they were closer to home, I'd probably stay there for an indeterminate period of time, coming home and doing my work at my homestead on weekends, and stay there for a while. But they're not close enough to home, are they? So, see, my selfie stick is given out. I guess that's telling me it's time to get off here. All right. Thanks, folks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I do appreciate the comments. I know my goal is to try to make better videos, to get better equipment, and do more video editing. It's really a personal thing. I want to be able to get better at this and be more professional with it. However, I do realize and appreciate that some of my subscribers have commented that they appreciate the rawness of my filming and that I'm not overdoing it. And so I'm going to try to be as true to that as possible and not disappoint y'all, because y'all are the backbone of my subscribership, and I appreciate you. You guys have a great day. Hopefully I'll be able to be home soon and start making videos from home again, showing you how the homestead's coming along. I really, really hope that's the case. Thank you a lot. Love you. You guys be safe. Be careful out there. Things are crazier in the world right now. So stay safe. Bye.